Welcome to the Fierce Beauty and Skincare podcast. It's time to be seen, be heard, and feel beautiful again. With your hosts, Deb and Anne.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's Deb and Anne again from Fierce Beauty and Skincare podcast. Thank you very much for checking in with us again today. Today, we're going to do something slightly different from what we normally do. We've had several people jump into our DMs and they're asking us some questions about problem areas and problem situations that they're having with their makeup and skincare. So we're going to go through those. We've got about 5 that we're going to answer today in the time that we have, and we're going to work through these problems and hopefully be able to alleviate some of these issues for them. If anyone has any beauty and skincare issues, feel free to jump in, send us an email or jump into our DMs and we'll get that sorted on one of the next podcasts. But what we'll do right now is we'll get started with the first little issue.
So, hi ladies, I'm heading to a wedding at Noosa Main Beach next month. It's an outdoor ceremony right on the sand, and between the humidity, the sea spray, and my own personal power surges, I'm terrified. I'll look like a melting candle by the time the cake is cut. I want to look beach-glam and feel sexy for the first time in years, but every foundation I try just feels heavy and greasy in the heat. Is there a way to glow without looking like a chip pen?
Okay, so the first thing is you've got to make sure you've got your skincare correct. Skincare is important because your face is going to be the canvas. So you've got to make sure you've got your moisturiser correct before you start with your makeup routine. Then what I would suggest is to put on our colour-corrected tinted moisturiser because that is going to get rid of it. It's non-oily and it's going to get rid of any imperfections in your skin, any discolorations, and just zero all that out.
Balance it all out.
Yeah, balance it out. The colour-corrected tinted moisturiser can go 4 shades up to what you are naturally or 4 shades down, depending on if you want to put several layers of it on. I usually use 2 layers. And then you can put a foundation over the top. So, Deb, you can get into what we do with a foundation.
Yeah, look, what we do when you're heading for a wedding, obviously you're after something a little bit deeper in coverage. So our foundations are medium to full coverage. So first of all, you start with that, as Anne said, you'd start with your CCTM, then let it dry. Always give every product a 30 seconds, say, just to dry. So after that, you would put on your foundation. Annie, do you have a foundation there?
I
certainly do. Would pop that little fella on there, the CCTM, which is the one on the left, my left. Then you'd pop on 30 seconds later, you would pop on the foundation. So the foundation.
So this is your moisturiser.
Yeah, that's good.
If you don't use any of our moisturiser products at present, you could at least start with this because it is a moisturiser built in. Same with the foundation, but you'd start off with the CCTM as your base.
Then you'd start on with then you'd put on 1 layer of the foundation, obviously to the level of coverage that you're after. Let that dry for 30 seconds. Then what you can also do is over the top of that, because of the humidity we have up in Queensland, you would put on a translucent powder. Now, translucent powder, as Anne's got right there in front of you, gently absorbs oils and also perspiration. So that's one idea of how you can get control of things feeling heavy because none of these products are heavy. So give them a go and then obviously decide what coverage you want. And that's the process that you would do.
Good. Now, both Deb and I live in Brisbane, so we're aware of the heat. Debbie's originally an Adelaide girl, cooler climate. I'm originally a Melbourne girl, cooler climate. We both live up in Brisbane now. That we met up here. And so we're aware of the issues that can happen in the heat, especially up at Noosa. There's a lot of wind if you're on the beach up there. Beautiful spot in the world to have a wedding. But these products will not dry. They'll keep moisturising your skin all day and you won't have any melting. They're sweat-proof. The minute you put it on, it'll look the same when you come home at night. Until you take it off. It'll be exactly the same. So it's sweat-proof and wind-proof and everything else. Rain-proof, waterproof.
Rainproof.
Rainproof.
That's called an umbrella.
All right. So I hope we've helped her with that issue. Just try some of the products. We can send you samples too.
I've recently retired and I'm spending my weekends chasing 3 grandkids under 5. Last weekend we went for a big day out on the Puffing Billy, and by midday I caught a glimpse of myself in the window. My eyeliner had migrated to my cheeks and I looked exhausted, not fierce at all. I want to be fun, glamorous grandma who can run around in the sun without my face disappearing. How do I get a look that stays put while I'm being a jungle gym for toddlers?
Alrighty.
Okay, Deb.
So what we would suggest in this situation is, and we can speak directly straight to the eyeliner. I have had a lot of issues with eyeliner in the past, haven't I, Annie?
Yeah, you're a big eyeliner user.
Yeah. I know. So once I started the Senegence product, then I swore by it won't come off, won't slide down your cheeks or any other area of your body. But what we would suggest is obviously, once again, start with the skincare, then the CCTM. So the color corrective tinted moisture that we mentioned in the first issues. Then with the eyes, you've got the eyeliner. It's no smudge proof. So it's not going to disappear down your cheeks. What's Annie got there? Got eyeliner on there, Annie?
It broke.
That's always a good start. Go. Then what you can also do, the eyeliner there is there, so it's smudge proof and it will stay on. Then what we would suggest is your mascara. Now you can start, if you want something like the Volume Intense mascara, you can wear that. It'll give you a little bit of depth to your eyes. But then on top of that, you can also put on the waterproof mascara, which is sweat proof and tear proof.
And that's what I use. I always start off with either this or the fiber lash. And because sometimes I have an eye that waters, I put on the waterproof over the top. So look, I've got 8 grandchildren. So I know what it's like to have kids jumping all over you. Not on the Puff and Billy, because I haven't been down there since I was a kid. Up here in the heat in Brisbane, and I know what it's like. So this stuff is really great. Same with the eyeshadows. Deb doesn't like the smoky eye, but you can put an eyeshadow on and then end up with a smoky eye underneath. That is not going to smudge out or end up halfway down your face. Same with the eyeliners. Deb?
Question.
I'm 54 and I'm recently divorced, and I finally agreed to a sunset drink at the wharfs this Friday. I've bought a killer new outfit, but I'm paralyzed by lipstick anxiety. I haven't worn a bold color in a decade because I'm so self-conscious about it bleeding into the fine lines around my mouth or ending up on my teeth. While I'm trying to be charming, I want to feel fierce and confident, but I'm currently leaning towards a boring, clear bomb. Can you help me build my bold lip mojo back?
Easy peasy. So basically you want to be a hottie patottie. So what we would suggest is
A hottie what?
hottie patottie.
Okay.
Going
Wants
out.
to be a bad bitch.
You're going out in the walks this Friday. Okay, so what I would do is get into once again, we'll repeat ourselves again with the skincare. Prepare the canvas. Now, when you are applying anything to your lips, make sure your lips are clean and dry. So you would then start with your lip liner. Our lip liners do not bleed. I've had
They're wax free.
Yeah,
wax free.
wax-free.
But they won't bleed any lines or end up halfway across your face.
Before I started with this product, I used to say to Annie all the time, my lips look like the liners all around them. So the lip liner here will not bleed. Then it's up to you whether you would like to, if you want something that's kiss-proof, just in case, you would go with Lip Sense. Lip Sense is going to be very long-lasting, and you will put 3 coats on. You'll put your first coat on. You will then let it dry. You must let it dry. So there's a few things. You must have clean lips.
So go one swipe.
Yes. Very good, Annie.
Keep the lips apart. Mine's already dry, so that's okay.
Then you go.
Do that again, Deb. Do that again with your mouth.
Then you put the second coat on. Then you let it dry again. And then you put your third coat on. Now, with Lip Sense, you must always top it with a gloss. There are multiple glosses. So choose your gloss. Once you put your gloss on, it will not come off. The gloss will come off, but it's clear. The lipstick color will not come off, sorry, so you can kiss away. Have you got anything
So
for Annie?
I'll put a red on.
Yeah, me
Just
too.
this lady to answer her. And I've got what's called a red rose, but there's Fly Girl as well. And there's a blue red. There's different colours. I'm not usually a red person. I usually like really
See those ones? That's
Yeah,
fire and
there you
ice
go.
in the bottom.
There you go. Yeah. But it doesn't come off. I'll prove it.
Oh, yep.
Kissable test,
It will-
eating out test. So you're not going to have lipstick all over your champagne glass or flute or wine glass or anything.
His collar.
It's my 40th high school reunion soon. I want to walk into that room and have people wonder what my secret is. My skin has become so dry and crepey lately, especially around my eyes. And every time I try to cover it with concealer, it just settles into the wrinkles and makes me look 10 years older. I want to look refreshed and unstoppable, not cakey. What's the secret to that lit from within look for skin that's seen a few to many Australian summers?
All right, with this one, this is more of a skincare chat. Obviously, if you've got crepiness, if you've got dryness, which is very natural, so you will want to start with your skincare. So Anne's holding up some skincare there. Obviously, you need this matching skincare to the makeup. So you would start off with the cleanser. Then after that, you've got
Morning and evening. Morning and evening.
morning and evening. And then you would start with the CCTM. After the CCTM, and this is just a short version of what you could use. There's obviously several products.
What about this one, the climate control?
Oh, sorry,
She's got
I meant climate control.
I know you did. So you've got to go in, cleanse your skin. Then we go in with this climate control. Even if you don't use some of the other moisturizers, you need to use this one. It's like water for your skin. And it helps with any fine lines, dryness. Trust me, I came back from Bora Bora with panda eyes from my sunglasses, and I was burnt down there from being on the jet ski. And this stuff saved my skin. So if you've got dry skin, you definitely need to try this stuff. And it lasts for so long. You only need a couple of little squirts and it goes a long way. So, all right, so we get onto the climate control.
Yep. Then the Neotyte for the eyes. You got that one there? Look out. So the Neotype for the eyes is going to help with any small, let's say, wrinkle or crinkles or dryness. You put the smallest amount on your finger, you emulsify it, so that the emulsifying is basically just building up some heat in it, and then you dab it on your eyes, just like the model is doing now.
No wrinkles. No wrinkles, sminkles. No dryness.
And once you've prepared the skin, that's when you can start with your makeup after that. So make sure you prepare the skin, use the correct skincare, and then a lot of these problems should actually go away. Annie, you got anything to say?
The secret is your skincare. And a lot of people don't take that seriously enough.
Correct.
You have to be consistent with it. You have to do it morning. You have to do it evening. So just be consistent with it for 3 or 4 days and you'll notice a big difference.
Yeah.
A huge difference. So the reason your skin is probably dry in those areas because it's not getting the moisture it needs or you're using incorrect product. We use, with Senegence, all the products sink in together. They all hydrate. The moisturizer, hydrate, and then all the makeup have moisturizers in them as well. So you're hydrating twice.
They're designed to work together. They are designed to work together.
And they're the only product that does that. So, yeah, have a go and see if it makes a difference.
Get into it.
And was she saying something about concealer? Was she saying something about concealer?
Yeah.
Once you get your skin right, then you can go back in and you can start using your concealer again. But I wouldn't use any concealer while it's all dry because it's a purpose. So get skin correct first, then you'll be able to get back in with your concealer. And good luck with your reunion. You're going to look beautiful and hot. Just get your skin in shape. Do your skin workout before. You've got plenty of time, and enjoy that reunion and just knock them dead, girl.
So I've spent about 30 years in a corporate office, wearing sensible beige makeup and grey suits. Recently, I finally quit to start my own boutique consulting business. And honestly, I want my look to match this new freedom. Yup, I'm a bit tired of the whole invisible professional look. I see those gorgeous shimmering eyeshadows you all wear, and part of me really wants to try them. But then I wonder, am I too old for shimmer? Can a woman in her late 50s actually wear a bit of sparkle without looking ridiculous?
Anyway, we wear a glimmer, a shimmer. So, Deb,
Yes.
say how you wear your shimmer on your eyes and how you put it on.
Start with a neutral colour. Put a neutral colour all over the eyes. And you've got a neutral colour there because I've got one here. You've got one there. So start with a fairly neutral colour to put it all over your eyes. Now blend that gently over your eyes. Remember, less is more. Okay? So less is best. After that, you will choose. It's up to you whether you want a couple of colours or whether you want just a straight shimmer. A straight shimmer is obviously going to stand out. But just make sure you don't put it up the top here. It's only on your eye.
The eyelid.
That's the word.
It's called your eyelid, Deb. Your eyelid, girl.
No,
it's not the real plate above the crease.
No one is too old to wear shimmer. Anyone can wear anything. You do you and wear what you want. But just go easy on it. Just start off slow, and then you will be more than comfortable once you've worn it a couple of times to go out and embrace your fierce side.
Yeah. So what I would suggest is just put it on the bottom lid, or you can start off with a base coat first of just a normal matte color base coat. It can be a light brown, or what have you got there? What have you got there?
I've got here. What I've got on today is like that's the sandstone pearl. That one. Whoops. Where's the camera? There. So just a really neutral colour. It just prepares the canvas. Once again, it prepares the canvas so that all of the eyelid is the same colour.
That's right. And then so I would go with the shimmer. You can either put that all over the eye, like Deb said, and just put a shimmer in the centre there of your eye, which will highlight above your pupil, which is what I've done today. I've just got some pink shimmer on my eye here.
Your pupils are highlighted, yes.
Are they? But just look, we're going to put some tutorials up to show you how to apply all this, or you can book in and do a mini makeover with us, and we'll show you if you're local, and we can show you how to apply all your eyeshadow.
Yeah, and I think you can then also in front of us, if you come and see us, you can put it on yourself, and you get that confidence to put it on yourself rather than someone putting it on you. And then you go away and go, I don't know how to do that. But if we teach.
So usually when we do any of those one-on-ones, what we do is we'll be opposite and we'll put ours on and you just copy. And that way you learn how to use the products yourself properly. And you'll go away looking $1 million because you'll know how to apply your makeup.
That's it, correct, yeah. It's just confidence. It's just confidence and getting out.
And you can go with colours like the green. You know, you can either put a little bit on the outside corner or again the centre. You just need the smallest little dot because it goes so far. Put them on some of the shit on my hand. They just go so far. This will last you forever.
And good luck with your little boutique consulting.
Yeah, and just get things, girl. Put some colour into your life. Put some colour and be bold and fierce.
Alrighty, thank you everyone for joining us today, and we'll see you on our next podcast.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to Fierce Beauty and Skincare. If you're ready to get your sexy back and stay fierce, make sure to hit subscribe and follow us on social media for your daily dose of confidence. Ready for your mini makeover or that skin quiz we mentioned? DM us today and let's get you glowing. Until next time, stay fierce.